Let's head over to Chesley now. Chilly, chilly day.
That's absolutely right. Yesterday we saw scenes like this, like Pete captured some up there in Hiawassee. So some of you saw some flurries. It was hard to capture them on camera, but you got a few flurries around. You thought, oh, it's snowing. Well, no, it was flurries. This would be some snow coming down. That's up in the high elevations, obviously, of the North Georgia mountains, where we still have maybe a few patches of snow around, especially in the higher elevations, which is why we have our winter weather advisory that continues, at least for this morning. There could be slick getting around in some of these areas like Helen, Mossy Creek, over toward Juneau, Carter Cay, up toward Ivy Log, where we saw up to an inch of snowfall. Our freeze warning will last until we see that temperature rise above the freezing mark around 9, 10 o'clock this morning. So we'll hold that as well in place until that takes place. But right now, not a whole lot going on. We had some clouds overhead. Those clouds have gotten out of the way, so we'll have plenty, and I mean plenty of sunshine around for the rest of the afternoon. We'll watch that temperature go above the freezing mark by 9 or 10 o'clock and let it keep rising into the 40s for highs today. I'm thinking right around 48 degrees. Right now, you're looking at temperatures in the 20s. These are actual temperatures. We're at 29 degrees right now in Atlanta, 28 Peachtree City, 34 over toward Georgia's Rome. But it feels like the teens in places like Marietta and also up toward Canton, Blairsville feels like 18. It feels like 24 in Athens. Our winds not as strong as they were yesterday, and they'll continue to stay on the lighter side, at least for today. Maybe a little bit breezy out there. High pressure dominating our skies. In fact, that high pressure taking over much of the southeast once again. And so we're going to remain on the dry side, folks. We need some rain, or we could use it at least to help fill up the rain bucket there, but not going to be the case, at least for this week. As that high pressure starts to slide over toward the east, we get back into a southerly flow, and that's what will boost our temperatures up each and every day as we head through the week. The cold air retreats back into the north, so short-lived. The mild air will start to slide back in, and that's where we'll be for the rest of the week. In fact, our temperatures will rise above average by the time we get to Thursday. And we'll hold on to that for the weekend and into the beginning of next week as that mild air just kind of sits in place. But we are dry, so we could use some rainfall. Unfortunately, we're just not going to see it this week. We got a little bit better where this area of red right here, that extreme drought was extended up into the metro area. That has begun to shrunk back, but we still have severe drought over the metro area. So yeah, we could use some rain. Not going to see it this week though. Plenty of sunshine around. Leaving this nice and wide so you can see not much happening over us, especially for today. That temperature will drop back down into the 30s for overnight lows, but not below the freezing mark. We'll go down to about 37, 38 degrees for an overnight low, and then watch that temperature begin to rise as we head into Wednesday, back into the 60s by then. We'll be in the low 60s and then upper 60s as we head into Thursday. Maybe a few high thin clouds rolling through. Not going to block too much of our sunshine. We'll just hold on to it really for the rest of the week, and then we're back to the 70s by the time we get to Friday. So again, warming up as we go, folks. We're looking at, again, 70 for the high temperature for you Friday. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to stay right there under partly to mostly sunny skies both Saturday and Sunday. We're looking at 73 degrees on Saturday, Sunday around 72, and then by Monday there may be a few more clouds moving in. Models trying to hint at a system coming in, trying to bring us some rain. Right now it's been pushing it back further and further, so now it doesn't look likely until we get to late Monday going into Tuesday where some wet weather come in, and that doesn't look all that promising either. So enjoy this mild and sunny weather while you can after we get through the cold. Wear that coat. Wear that coat.